restless to make it up through. It's only love and that is all.
Hi there, it's an absolutely gorgeous day in Portland today, and I just got off the golf course, and I thought, what a better time than now to go ahead and shoot my testimonial video. So I have to say thank you very much, Dr. Mistry, and also Dr. Burt. Without your guys' support and everything to make my mouth and neck feel better again, I would not have been on the golf course today. I can't thank you enough. So it's about 40 years ago I was diagnosed with TMJ, and at that point I couldn't afford to take care of it, and so I just kind of went with it, you know. Over the years it would come and go. I'd have a little tenderness and chewing, and it wasn't a big deal. But then one day everything fell apart. I started getting headaches and vertigo. At the time I didn't really associate the headaches and the vertigo with the TMJ, and that would kind of come and go. I went ahead and went on vacation to Hawaii, and while I was there I had the worst episode ever. I can remember I was chewing something and I heard this big ka-plump or whatever the noise was, and my jaw just locked. And at that point I couldn't move it at all. I could move like 2 fingers worth if I was lucky, and it was miserable. I had pain coming from here all the way up through my temple, over my eye and up into my head. It was a sharp, like knife, like stabbing pain that wouldn't stop. I got such bad vertigo and depth perception issues. I even started seeing double vision. Freaked me out. I think it would freak everybody out. Just trying to stay calm and get myself home and get treatment. Luckily, about 6 to 8 weeks before I left on that trip, because I was having some tenderness and some headachy and jaw problems, I had booked an appointment with Dr. Priya, and so I couldn't wait for my appointment to show up. First I called my ophthalmologist, and well, actually I already had an appointment with them to see them on Monday morning, so I went to see them, and of course they wanted to run a bunch of tests. I couldn't function. I mean, I couldn't drive. I could barely walk. I couldn't chew anything. I mean, it was soft foods only. Anything that you can fit in this much was all I could do. And I looked at Dr. Priya Mistry's webpage, and on there, she has all kinds of help available. And so I listened to everything. I mean, I listened to everything on her page. And on there, it gave me some massages I could try to do. But it also said that she works with a NUCA chiropractor. And I'm like, what the heck is NUCA? So I went ahead and did some research on NUCA, got a Google out, and did some research to see, upper cervical chiropractic care specific to the neck up here, the head and neck. And so I found somebody called Dr. Burt, and I thought, I got to call. So I called over there, and they happened to have a cancellation, and I went in and I just said, hey, I need to function. I can't do this. Can you please help me? And lo and behold, it was amazing. This guy is something else. He was able to get my double vision to calm down, my vertigo to calm down, and I was able to function. I mean, I couldn't do anything. So I was able to actually walk across the house again and do things. Then my appointment with Dr. Priya came up, and I went in and she listened to my whole story, which you've kind of heard right now, and she's such a good listener. She's just amazing, and you can tell that she really cares. So she's like very sympathetic with what you're saying. It's I've never, there's very few people out there like that seem to care that much. And I told her, and I showed her how far I could open my mouth. So she said, well, I can help you. And I said, let's do it. And, I often kind of wonder, well, how much is this going to cost? Well, when I sat down and talked to them about the cost, I was just over the moon, because they have this way of just making it work out for you, whatever works for you. Payment plan, no interest. It was just like, oh my gosh, this is fabulous. Somebody actually really wants to help you, and they don't want $1 million up front. So, you know, let's do it. So I signed the contract and got my first appointment. The first appointment was pretty intensive. You know, they did all kinds of cone beam x-rays. You had relaxation. They did a TINS on your jaw to relax you. They measured, you know, the distance you can open your mouth and where your teeth meet and everything. They did a ton of workup, because all this information they're going to use to build your splint that you're going to get. And so then you wait for the splint. I got my night guard. Shoot, I should have it out here. Got my night guard first and wore it, and just wearing that night guard at night relaxed my jaw so well, and it puts your whole jaw in a relaxed state. You know, they want to make sure that you're not clenched down. They want it to be relaxed. And I started feeling relief pretty quick. Now, I had to go back every couple weeks to get, and then I got the day splint 2 weeks later. So then I wear that all day, and I would take it out to eat, and, you know, easy peasy stuff. But you could tell that as the days went by, it was getting better and better and better. And then one day I went into her and I said, you won't believe, look how much I can open my mouth. And check this out. I mean, this is crazy, but I full wide open. We're talking, I was like, I like this here. You know? She's got so many great videos she listens to in every appointment. At each and every appointment, she talks to you. Hey, how you doing today? You know, how you been feeling? Do you have any pain? Anything. So I tell her everything. Look, I feel a little tightness in here, or I've had a headache, or whatever it is. She listens, and she looks at how your splint is fitting. She makes the proper adjustments. She does really good massages, and you go home and you're feeling better every time. There's just so much to say, so many great things to say about the care that I receive from them. It's just, they made it easy. I mean, okay, now I had to drive across town. I had to drive almost an hour to get there, but I would drive 10 hours to get, well, I wouldn't drive, I'd fly if I had to. If this is the only place I could get this great of care, I would do it. I mean, it's amazing. Now, during this whole process, I did use the upper cervical care, Dr. Corey Burt, and so I would go in and get my, you know, the NUCA chiropractor cervical work done within 24 hours of seeing Dr. Priya, to make sure that everything's aligned, because you want your whole neck and head aligned, so that when she's trying to get your jaw back into place, those two work hand in hand. I forgot to mention, the technical term that I had was locked jaw without reduction or something like that. So the disc was completely slipped out. So we were able to get that disc back in place. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to move, you know. Look at this. From side to side, forward and backward, and open. I do exercises. I do whatever she tells me to do, and it's amazing. I can't think of anything else. There's so much to say, but if you have jaw tenderness, TMJ issues, headache, stabbing pains, can't chew, don't wait. I'd call Dr. Priya right away and get in and start the treatment, because it's worth every cent. I mean, honestly. Well, the sun's starting to come down, so I guess I should let you go, and hope you're having a fantastic day.
Just this to make it up through. It's only love.